Hi Ankita.
हाय मैम।
How are you?
आई एम गुड मैम, आप कैसी हैं?
ठीक हो? कोई डाउट है कल की क्लास से?
मैम कोई डाउट नहीं, आपका बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग सेशन है और बहुत अच्छा, मतलब इतना अच्छा है कि मैं आज ऑन टाइम, एकदम टाइम पे रेडी होकर तुरंत आ गई 6:20 पे। और आज अच्छा है, आज कुछ कुछ नई भी चीजें सीखने मिलेंगी। आप ऐसे कभी सेशंस करें तो मैम बिल्कुल व्हाट्सएप कर दीजिएगा,
हाँ
या
हाँ
इसका
श्योर
कोई पर्टिकुलर कोर्स होता हो तो भी बताइएगा बिल्कुल।
yeah sure. We are open to knowledge actually. We
राइट।
want to promote these therapies which don't harm mankind.
करेक्ट करेक्ट मैम। मेरे यहाँ भोपाल में मैम हेल्थ सेंटर है, तो
Okay.
एक बार मैं चाहूंगी कि आप मतलब जब भी मेरे आपके लिए पॉसिबल हो तो मैं अपने स्टाफ का भी आपके साथ कराऊं, जो एसोसिएटेड लोग हैं मेरे साथ,
Mm-hmm.
तो उनका भी बिल्कुल कराऊं एक सेशन। जब भी आप फ्री हो इस लॉकडाउन
No,
के दौरान आप मुझे बताइएगा बिल्कुल।
we see, I mean, because of lockdown, we are almost free only. So,
करेक्ट, हाँ।
if you have a group of 10 or 15 people, we can do the similar session for them.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। आपका कांटेक्ट नंबर मैम आप मुझे दे दीजिए, क्योंकि मेरे पास आपका कांटेक्ट नंबर नहीं है
Hmm.
कि मैं आपसे कभी कांटेक्ट करना चाहूँ तो मैं कैसे आपसे बात कर सकती हूँ।
You can note down my number 98495
98495
62627.
62627। ओके मैम,
Yeah.
थैंक यू।
Okay. What kind of health center you have?
मैम आई हैव जिम है हमारा, और
अच्छा.
उसके अलावा मतलब मेरा बैकग्राउंड मेडिकल है, लेकिन जो हम लोग का ये हेल्थ सेंटर है उसमें हम लोग डायबिटिक और थायराइड, बीपी, इनके जो पेशेंट्स हैं उनको एक्सरसाइज और डाइट के थ्रू हील करना चाहते हैं। तो वो
Okay.
हमारा मोटिव है सेंटर का, उसमें जिम भी एक पार्ट है। और मेरे
Mm-hmm.
पास जो क्लाइंट्स हैं वो भी ज्यादातर फीमेल्स हैं मैम, तो
Mm-hmm.
फीमेल्स में बीमारियां भी बहुत सारी हैं, ये डायबिटीज,
You can
बीपी।
include reflexology because this is really good for all
हम्म,
these chronic problems, you know.
करेक्ट। और ये मैं
You can
बहुत मतलब
gradually decrease
इसमें
the
कुछ
dose.
भी, हाँ, जहाँ एक्सरसाइज और डाइट करेंगे वहाँ ये भी कर लें तो और हेल्पफुल हो जाएगा सबके लिए। आज के सेशन में मैम अपन पाम वाला करेंगे, इसमें टो और बैक इंक्लूडेड नहीं है ना अभी के सेशन में, आज के में।
Uh, Foot we cannot do because I cannot lift the leg and so
करेक्ट करेक्ट, हाँ, राइट
hand is easy. That is why we have chosen hand to teach.
राइट राइट। आप कैसे, आपसे वहां पर आपका कोई क्लिनिक है मैम, आप कैसे प्रैक्टिस करती हैं?
Yeah, I'm practicing for last 12 years.
ओके।
Hi.
Hi, Zarina
Subhash
ji. How are
ji is
you?
raising his hand. Can you see what Subhash Garu has to say?
I also want to introduce wellness.
Okay.
I have beauty clinics.
Okay.
So this year my plan is to introduce beauty treatments along with wellness, like
Yeah.
complementary therapies, including.
I also started my journey with cosmetic acupuncture only.
Okay.
Yeah. I was also into these beauty and all. So
So
gradually,
what are all the other therapies you teach, ma'am, apart from reflexology?
I used to teach ear acupuncture and all other things. You can learn something, facial reflexology and all you can learn.
Yeah, reflexology anyway I am planning.
Reflexology, in reflexology you have different things like hand is there, foot is there. Face reflexology also works very well.
Yeah.
And then
For
you have ear.
face reflexology, how many days you take, to teach?
See, it depends on you. If you have understanding of body system,
I know reflexology, foot reflexology. We practice in our salons. I'm a qualified spa therapist, beauty therapist, hairdresser, makeup artist, and all. I have an academy also.
Okay.
So I have two.
Where in Hyderabad?
No, Kakinada, Andhra Pradesh.
Okay, okay, okay.
So this is what is my this year's plan. Wellness center to start a wellness center.
Uh, Definitely, if you want to learn anything, you're welcome.
I am interested in face reflexology.
Yeah, that you can learn. That will be helpful.
Yes. I have done other alternative therapies like access bars, sound
Okay,
healing,
okay.
crystal healing, all
Mhm.
those things. Even foot reflexology I have done, but hand reflexology I haven't learned. So that's why I'm here.
Hi, Indu.
Hi, who is this?
Padma.
Hi, Padma. So today
Can you see-
finally you joined. Huh?
No, you're not. You don't recognize me because I left my hair gray, so you can't see me. Any that's a shocker for quite a few people, but lovely to see you. Can you see me? I mean, I'm just going out. There's too much of light, I think. Inka, how are you?
Yeah.
How are you?
Good.
Busy? I'm waiting for this class, yeah, since like you don't want to believe it.
Okay, we will do some revision also from yesterday's class so that whatever you missed, no?
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
So today it's just a general class, right?
No, it's a hand reflexology total class. Yesterday we discussed the mechanism of reflexology, how does it work and all.
Okay.
And then we did body systems.
Okay.
So, and then Jones I explained, which I will repeat today.
Perfect. Perfect. Huh.
And then points, points, location, and then how to stimulate them. Today I'm going to.
Perfect. Perfect.
How
Waiting.
is
Waiting for your thing to start, Indu. I'm dying to get a foot reflexology. It's been like ages. It's like crazy. To all the other participants, hi to you all, whoever is there. I don't know you people. But
So all are mostly from Bangalore, I believe.
uh-huh.
All are from Bangalore?
no, we are from Hyderabad. I'm
Oh,
from Hyderabad.
okay. Indumati also from Hyderabad? Hello?
Yeah, she is from Hyderabad. Yeah, Indu, I was answering your question actually.
Okay.
Are you from Hyderabad, Indu?
No. I am from Bhimavaram actually. Now I'm in Hyderabad. For last
Okay.
10 years I'm in Hyderabad.
Oh, okay. I travel Hyderabad once a month.
Okay. After the lockdown we will meet.
Yeah, sure. You give me your address also.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
the best. Trust me, she's the best. Every time I have a pain, I only go to Indumati, nobody else.
Oh, which
And-
area your center?
Kondapur.
Indu, I went for a walk.
Manikonda.
Okay.
I
That is
have to.
the name of the wellness center. Narvita.
Naritva is my new project. Old project is Akshar Wellness.
Okay. Nar-
Yeah, hello Padma. You were saying hello to the others.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
So it's my first interaction with Indu. Like I've been introduced through one of my classmates. I mean, we're in the groups called Study Circle. I think she
Okay.
comes to you more often. I think Indu, right?
Yeah.
And just yeah. So she has Meenakshi. She has
Yeah,
sent in the
I met them in this Ikebana program.
okay. So yeah, Ikebana quite a number of them are there, na? Sumalata,
Yes.
Naranta. So they all know you?
Yeah, they know me because I have given 1 or 2 talks for them on
Oh,
reflexology. Yeah.
oh, good. So I think I'll block myself so that I don't disturb others.
No, I think it's waiting for Indu to start.
I am introduced to you by Sarvamangala. We are ISB colleagues, students.
Okay. I think she runs a boutique, no?
Yeah,
She didn't join today.
I don't know. Yesterday she was there.
No, Sarvamangala ma'am didn't join yet.
She hasn't yet come, I think. I'm her sister, Padma.
Oh, all right.
Okay, Padma is Mangala's sister.
Yes. Okay, there are two Padmas on the group now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the other Padma. Can you see me?
Yes.
Yes.
So happy Mother's Day to all of you in the chat room.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Same
you.
to you.
I think we can start
Thank
with
you.
the introduction and the revision now. It's 6:30.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Kiran, can you request all to mute their audio?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I think everybody is doing it one by one.
Okay.
బాగున్నారా? So shall we start the class, Kiran?
Yes. Please start.
So mute. Tell Saurabh to mute everyone. No?
Yeah, there's no disturbance and everybody has almost muted it. You
So
can
shall we do some warm up? For those who missed yesterday's class, yesterday we did this warm up technique. Please do this warm up. Like rub your palms until they become hot. And now twist all the fingers one by one. I'm doing it quickly, not to waste time. So every day you can spend at least 30 seconds for each finger. Similarly, right hand. Hope everybody is able to see me. Now clapping. Now this. Make a web. See, this web is there, no, between index finger and thumb. Then all the fingers. Now this side. You can tap the back side of your palm. Now your wrist. all the reproductive organs are located in your wrist area. So if you have any issues with your reproductive organs, you can rub this area. And this is the reason why all the ladies wear bangles. So these bangles are also part of reflexology only. So we were not explained why we wear these jewelries. That is why it became outdated, and people started thinking that it's a belief system, but it's the science. That's the reason we wear bangles and anklets, and whatever this bottu also we put, that is also scientific only. So all these traditional therapies are more for prevention than cure. They all did use these therapies for prevention because they believe that prevention is always better than cure. So in ancient days, they did not treat those who were already ill. They instructed those who were not ill. The superior physician helps before the early budding of disease. The inferior physician begins to help when the disease has already developed. He helps when destruction has already set in. And since his help comes when disease has already developed, it is said of him that he is ignorant. So you have to, you should be prepared. I mean, you should take care of your body, your diet, your lifestyle, so that no disease can attract you, because to maintain balance in the body, a healthy lifestyle is necessary. So they focused more on the preventive methods and preventive therapies, and then these diet and all, and then timings of your food, like morning what time you should take breakfast, what time you should take lunch, and by what time you should have dinner. All these lifestyle uh, uh, education they used to give. And then therapies like reflexology, we all know that our ancestors know they used to take this oil massage once in a week. The barber used to come home and give oil massage to all the men. Of course, for women, that facility was not there. They used to do their own massage and take bath. So these are all part of whatever therapies, in whatever kind of massage or form of massage you do, that stimulates your peripheral nervous system, and that gives you the result. So yesterday, what we did, I will just revise very quickly. So how does reflexology work? Many people think that when we press a point, how does it work? So see, in our body there are energy pathways. So all the nerve endings are there in your palm, feet, ear, and other areas. So when we stimulate the points, it clears the energy pathways, and that way it's called energy pathway theory, which was there traditionally in Chinese, Japanese, and Egyptians used to follow that energy pathway theory. So now in modern language, it is called nerve stimulation theory. So when you stimulate a point, the signal is generated, and to peripheral nervous system, it goes to central nervous system and brain, and in the brain it is a signal is processed, and then information is given to the related organ through the motor nervous system. So that is the modern concept of reflexology. And then again, it is also believed that whatever happens to our body, that issues like any problem is there, those issues are stored in tissues. So when you do the stimulation and all those build up of those toxins or whatever storage is there, baggage, emotional baggage or anything, that goes out. Like reflexology improves the circulation of lymph and blood. So any toxic waste is there in your blood and lymph, it goes out when we do reflexology. So reflexology is very scientific, if you have this knowledge that how does it work, like through the peripheral nervous system, it goes to central nervous system, brain, and then to the related organ, then nobody will have a doubt like it is scientific or not. So after that, what are the benefits of reflexology? So it relieves tension and stress. And about stress, we know that 80 to 70 to 90% of the diseases are because of stress, whether it may be a physical stress, or it may be a social stress, or work stress, or emotional stress. So there are many types of stress. So like these days, because of this fast-paced life, even a just born child has stress. So it relieves, reflexology relieves tension and stress. It improves the circulation and increases oxygen and nutrition to the cells. It improves the nerve and blood supply, helps body to restore the balance. And for reflexology, when you are doing a reflexology treatment, you have to set a intention. Like if you are treating yourself for a headache, you should have the intention, and you should direct your intention towards the healing. So in the hand reflexology, those who missed yesterday's class, please learn this properly, because reflexology is also called zone therapy. So there are 10 vertical zones and 5 horizontal zones. So first zone is this thumb. Thumb is the first zone. Index finger is the second zone. Middle finger is the third zone. This ring finger is fourth zone, and little finger is the fifth zone. So all the organs which are located in the middle of the body, you will get in the first zone. And then, your eyes are located in the second zone, second and third zone. And then your ears are located in the fourth and fifth zone. So lateral side of the body, you will find in fifth zone or fourth zone. And middle of the body, you will find in the first zone. And similarly, like if you keep it like this, your spine is in the middle. So this area is the spinal area. And now coming to the horizontal zones, there are 5 zones. Okay. So this is the shoulder line. So all the fingers, you will get points up to the shoulder in your fingers. And then top of the palm, when you just touch and feel, when you come down from your fingers, you can see the bones here. You come down from your webs of the fingers, you can feel this protruded part. So this is called ball of the palm. So this area here, there is a diaphragm line. So in this area, you will find your lungs, your heart, all the organs of your chest, you will find in this second zone. And below this diaphragm line, here this is called the waistline.
Waistline.
So in this area, you will find all the organs of your upper abdomen, like your liver, your spleen, your stomach, your pancreas, everything you will find in the third horizontal zone. And below the waistline, you will find all the lower abdominal organs. Or whatever organs are located in your lower abdomen, they are located here in this fourth zone. And this, at this wrist crease and below this, you will find all the reproductive organs. So how many horizontal zones are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And vertical zones, both palms together, there are 10 zones. 5 zones in this left hand and 5 zones in the right hand, right palm. So all the organs which are located in your right side of the body, you will find in the right palm, and all the organs which are located in left side, you will find in the left palm. So what are the organs which are there in the right side, and which are the organs which are there in the left side? So right side you will find your liver, gallbladder, and your colon. Large intestine, you must have idea about large intestine that starts from the right side. So that at the beginning of that large intestine, you will find appendix. So from there, it ascends up, then it goes transverse, and then it descends from the left side. So right side, your right side, in the right palm, you will find your large intestine going up and then coming towards the thumb, and from here it goes like this and comes down and ends here. So I think it is clear. So in the first zone, you will find all the organs which are located in the middle of your body. Second zone, from here to here will be second zone, from here to here third, fourth, and fifth. So vertical zones 10 and horizontal zones 5. Next slide, please. So as I was talking about stress, so I will explain you the effect of stress in different parts of the body. So whenever there is a stressful situation in your life, or in I mean, there was a time when it was a once or twice in a lifetime we used to be stressed out, but nowadays like it's a day-to-day stress, and that is the reason stress is causing so many varieties of problems. So when there is a stressful situation and your body senses that okay, there is a stress, I mean you are stressed, then the pituitary gland sends the signals to your adrenal gland, and your adrenal gland releases adrenaline and cortisol hormone, so which enters into your bloodstream. Then what happens is, in your lungs, your breathing will become fast. Okay, and then it will use extra glucose from your it converts the glycogen into glucose, and extra glucose will be there in your bloodstream, and then your blood pressure will increase, your pupils will dilate, and then your heart rate will increase, and then your digestion will slow down, and you will sweat a lot. So how many effects are there if you are stressed? So if the stress is occasional, then you can take it as a challenge. Like that is called a fight or flight action. So if there is suppose you are going out in a road, and then suddenly a mad dog comes and barks on you, either you have to face it or you have to run away from there. So that is called fight or flight situation. So what happens if you think that the dog is weak, then you try to send him away. Otherwise, what you will do, you will run away. So when you are running, what happens? Your heart rate will increase, and you will take your body will consume extra energy from your muscles and all to run away from that situation. So when it happens occasionally, then it's not a problem. Your natural process of your body. But what is happening these days is every day some or other stress is there, whether it's emotional or work, office, from your office or somewhere else, and then every day all these episodes are happening whenever we are stressed. So when it is happening for a long time like this, and you are not relaxing, then you develop what? Fast breathing means you develop asthma, or you develop some other problem, like when glucose is more in your bloodstream, then you get diabetes, and increased blood pressure means hypertension you will get, and then you will get if heart rate is more, then you will develop cardiac problems, and if digestion slows down, then you develop many kind of digestive issues. So that's the reason. And what happens when we do reflexology, whatever extra hormones which were released during this stress event, that can be sent out when we are doing reflexology. The waste material which is not required for our body, through the lymphatic system it goes out. So many toxins are released, many things which are not required to our body is sent out during this reflexology session. So whenever you do a reflexology session, so that it goes out. So warm water is suggested. So I think I don't need to read out the slide, and you understood what is the response of stress in the body. So next slide, please. So effects of stress: mental health problems, depression, anxiety, personality disorders, cardiovascular disease, hypertension, obesity, diabetes, gut problems, constipation, diarrhea, indigestion, and all, and stroke. So there are two kinds of systems in our body. One is sympathetic nervous system and one is parasympathetic nervous system. So when sympathetic nervous system is like whatever I said during this episode, when you are stressed out, this sympathetic nervous system gets activated, and when you are calm and all, then parasympathetic nervous system gets activated. So for digestion and all, you need parasympathetic nervous system, and for dealing with stress or activity and all, you need a sympathetic nervous system. So you have to keep a balance between these two. The whole life is about the balance between the sympathetic and parasympathetic. When only sympathetic nervous system is active all the time and parasympathetic is not, you are not relaxed, then whatever repair should happen inside your body during the rest time will not happen. So that leads to all these lifestyle disorders and problems. Next slide, please. So estimated 75 to 90% of all doctor visits are for stress related issues. Reflexology reduces stress by generating deep tranquil relaxation. So those who come to my clinic, they are very well aware that how relaxing it is. They fall asleep and they start snoring also. They don't even realize when they fall asleep, because many of the clients I see, they keep snoring and all, and this half an hour sleep during this reflexology session is equal to 4 hours of very deep sleep. Next slide, please. So now I will show you the points. Okay, so as this palm is facing towards you, but I will be telling you like this, because when you are facing like this, then this is lateral side of your body. Okay, so this is the middle side of your body. The map is facing you, but the body is like this. Okay, so we start with head. So all the top phalanges of your fingers are reflexes of your head, brain, and sinuses. Yesterday, somebody had a question about the sinus points. So these all the top of your fingers are sinus points, and in the thumb If you remember, we used to make eye, nose, everything when we used to play. So we used to make it like a face. So similarly, you think about it. And this is head, and then the protruded part here has pituitary gland point. This is head area, and here this first joint is there, no? Here to this joint, this is cervical area. So because of mobile phones and the excessive use of computers and all, most of the people have this neck stiffness or pain or spondylitis or spondylosis. So this joint to this joint, this is cervical area C1 to C7. And from here till this joint, you have thoracic vertebrae. So about the spine, maybe after the class is over, you can Google and see what are the vertebrae. So those who are little bit aware of anatomy, they will understand what is cervical, what is thoracic and all. Your neck, all the 7 vertebrae of your neck are cervical vertebrae, C1 to C7, and thoracic is 12. This area is thoracic area. And most of the people have back pain. So this lumbar area is located here, this curve. And after this, your sacrum and tailbone. So this is whole spine. If only you can master this spinal stimulation, you can deal with most of the problems, because all the nerves are connected from spine to the internal organs. And after that, this is the head and backside of your thumb. This is backside of your head. This is occipital. So many people get occipital headache. So this is the occiput area. And this is neck. Okay, this is frontal neck and this is backside of your neck. So here you find thyroid, parathyroid, and below that thymus. You remember this thymus point, okay? With the very onset of cold or flu, you press this area and then your body will start fighting with flu. So pituitary gland, thyroid, parathyroid, and this is thymus gland, and after that a little below is adrenal gland. Not a straight, but a little bit this side is adrenal gland. Okay, and all the fingers, all the top of the fingers are sinus, head and brain points, and this area is, all this is neck area. So if you have any neck problem, neck pain or something, if you don't know how to stimulate, you can just twist this area also, like this. Okay, and now index and middle finger, when you come down, this area at the bottom of the finger where it joins the wrist, joins the palm, this area is eye area. If you have any blurred vision or any issues with your eyes, you can press these points. And this ring finger and this pinky finger, here you will find ear points. So if you have any issues with your ear pain, or if you have any hearing issue, you can press these points. So you are clear with the fingers. Now we come to this top of the palm. So you from your web of the fingers, when you slide down, you will feel the bony area here. So this area you will find lung, and in your left palm, heart is there. From the web between ring and ring and pinky finger, if you slide down, this is the area of heart, and this is lungs. Okay, and then this is the diaphragm line. Okay, below this diaphragm line, you will find spleen, stomach. Stomach is a bigger area. And then here in this area, 1, 2, third zone, you will have spleen, stomach, and duodenum, pancreas, and all those points. And this area, this fourth zone, you will find intestines. Okay, intestines I will show you from the left palm, from the right palm. This is okay. From the right, the intestines ascend like this. Then it comes transverse like this, and it reaches this left palm and then goes down, and it comes to the middle anus. Okay, and in this right palm, below this, from the web of your pinky and in ring finger, if you slide down, this area is liver and gallbladder. You should remember one thing, there are few cross reflexes also. Sometimes few points overlap. So don't worry about it. You can stimulate. Even if they are overlapping, you can stimulate the points. Your intention is important. That is what I was telling, that your intention is very important when you are stimulating a point. So even where the organs are overlapping, you have to think and you have to stimulate this point. So right palm you have, when you slide down from your pinky finger to this middle of the palm area, this is liver area. Okay, and this is large intestine, and in the middle you have small intestine. Okay, and when you slide down from the thumb, a little between the web is adrenal glands, then you have kidneys, then you have a tube like this, that is ureter, and here you will find bladder, urinary bladder. So if you have any problem with urine, you can press your bladder point. So all the points are there in this chart, and I will send this chart to everyone, so that it will be, you can take a printout of this chart and keep it. Initially, when you start doing, you will not remember all the points, but then when you keep seeing and doing, after some time you will memorize all the points. But remember the zones. If you remember the zones, it will be very easy. So all the vertical zones are like this. So if you have a shoulder problem, where you will find your shoulder? Shoulder is where? Lateral. So you will find the shoulder here, because this is the shoulder line. So you will find the shoulder here, because the shoulder is located laterally. So this area is shoulder. So you remember the zones, and it will be easy for you to locate the points. The next slide, please. So this is the back side of your, so you have to put like this. Okay. In the map, you can see it is, thumb is only here. So even back side, see, this is the back of your head and this is the back of your neck. Okay. And this area is backside of your chest, upper back. This is upper back. This is waistline. And this is lower back. Lymph. Okay. And from these webs, you know, all these webs of the fingers, you can stimulate for lymphatics. This area is upper palm is chest area. Here, backside of your middle back, and here similarly lower back. So from your uterus is located in the center. So when you slide down from your thumb, this is your uterus point. And when you slide down from your pinky finger, this is your ovary point. And for men, this is prostate point, and this side is testicles. So same as this is the frontal side of your body and this is back side of your body. And between the uterus and ovaries, there are fallopian tubes. So if you want to stimulate your reproductive organs, you have to start from this side, lateral side of your palm. Okay, because from the ovary, eggs travels through the fallopian tube to the uterus. So you shouldn't do uterus first and go to ovaries. You have to stimulate your ovary first and then your fallopian tubes, and then you have to come to your uterus. Similar way, when you are stimulating your kidneys, first you have to stimulate adrenal glands, then kidneys, then ureter, and then urinary bladder. Okay, if you press urinary bladder first and go to kidneys, you are taking the urine back to the kidney. So you must have a little bit knowledge of anatomy, which we covered yesterday, all the body systems. Those who missed can go through internet and find out about the systems. So you have to go from up to down. So in this lung area, you have to stimulate. I think points you will find the charts in internet also, and we will send you this chart also. So next I will show you the techniques how to stimulate. So you have to learn the techniques properly and you have to stimulate them in a rhythmic manner. So see, your thumb is there. So this is called thumb walking. So what you have to do is put your thumb like this and then raise your knuckle. This knuckle is there, no? Press with the thumb, ball of the thumb, then raise your knuckle and then slide and bring the knuckle down. Then knuckle up, down, and when you are bringing your knuckle down, you have to slide. So this is called thumb walking. Okay, this technique is called thumb walking. The knuckle up and down, like a caterpillar. You must have seen a caterpillar that does this. Okay, so first put your pad of your thumb like this, knuckle up, slide and down, knuckle up, slide and down. So this is called thumb walking. Then certain points you have to do the rotations, small point. So you have to remember one thing, heart point you shouldn't stimulate hard. You should be very gentle when you are pressing a hard point. Okay, just like this. I mean, you don't need to press hard. You have to just stimulate that point. That's it. And you have to work a very little on hard point. So this is called thumb walking. Then these are called rotations. Rotations, and then this is rotation and press. Rotate and then press. Okay. And this is thumb walking, and similar way, this some areas you can do the finger walking also, like this. Then something is called hook. Hook means like this, hold, hook, and then lift. Few areas you need this technique, hook and then lift. Okay. So there are how many techniques? Thumb walking, finger walking, rotations, rotation and press, and then this hook and then lift, or hook and slide. So all the fingers you can do like this also. Otherwise, if you want, if you have enough time, then you can stimulate the points like this with the fingers. And then these lung areas you have to do with the thumb. Larger areas you do with the thumb, and thin areas you do with fingers. So this chest area we will be doing upwards. Okay. And then this middle area, liver, you know, it is like a samosa. So you have to do like this. Okay, small areas like gallbladder and all, do rotations and then press. So if you have any gallbladder stones or anything, or if you have kidney stones in that area, when you are massaging, you can feel granules of sand and all. You will get a feeling of sand, or you will get small nodules like dal grains. And then if you find that kind of granules or that kind of lumps, you have to do rotations anti-clockwise. If you find any nodule or any lump, you have to rotate anti-clockwise. Okay. So these reflexology, these things work very well for kidney stones and all. So when if you think that your kidneys have stones and all, then you have to break those nodules by rotating anti-clockwise and all. Then you have to bring it down through the ureter to the urinary bladder. Other areas, larger areas, when you are doing, then you can do the thumb walking for all the points. And then in intestines, when you are working through your intestines, then you have to start from your right palm. You have to come up like this. Then you have to come transverse like this. Then you have to go this way in left palm, and then you have to come till the rectum area, anus area. So this is how you have to press. And points, you can always have a printout of your chart, and initially you start seeing the chart and pressing these points. And then after some time you will memorize, so then you don't need to keep a chart with you. So spine, you can go thumb walking like this. And then you can go back also. And if somebody has a pain beside the spine, then if this is the spine, these are the muscles beside the spine. So here also we can do pressing like this. See, there are so many reflexology maps in the internet, and what is happening these days is when people are like when you see something new, you start googling, and then you get so much information in the internet that you get confused and you end up doing nothing. So I request you people, whatever I have explained, it will work. So first try practice for some time, and then after that you explore more in the internet and all. First day itself, if you go to the internet, you have a Egyptian style chart, you have a Chinese chart, you have a chart from UK, you have a chart from USA. So different schools have different reflex charts. So whatever I have explained you is a standard chart. So you can work on these points and it will definitely give you very good results. So why I taught this self-care reflexology is especially for the mothers. I request all the mothers, please don't give medicines for every small thing to your kids, because you are spoiling them from the beginning. Like when they are in your womb, that time itself we start giving them medicines, and we expose them to these MRI these scanning and all, so much of radiation. The child is not even born, his brain is so sensitive, it is full of fluid, and then we are exposing them to radiation, and then you know the rate of autistic children and all, why it is increasing. Everybody has a question why, but nobody answers why, answers that why. So these are the reasons. When we are giving so much of external, I mean synthetic medicines and all to our system, it is getting disturbed. So right from the beginning, right from the childhood, if you start using these techniques to treat in small ailments like cold, cough and all, then it will be very helpful. At least they will grow healthy, because from the beginning, when you know the cold comes or the any cough comes, we give them medicine, syrup or something, but you should know that that is the natural process of your body to fight a virus or pathogen. So when there is a bacteria, virus or something which is not helpful, not friendly for your system, then your body, to fight with that pathogen, your body increases the temperature. So when the fever comes, we immediately give a medicine to suppress the temperature. Then you know you are acting against your immune system. And when you give lot of antibiotics and all, the name itself is disgusting. Antibio means anti-life. So antibiotics are not at all advisable, because along with your good bacteria, it flushes out all the bad. I mean, along with your bad bacteria, it also flushes the good bacteria. And when you are weak with your gut flora, your body will not be able to fight with the new pathogens which are entering your body. So that becomes a vicious cycle. Like once you take antibiotic, again you fall ill, again you take antibiotic, and then it's a never ending story. So first you try these kind of things, try some home remedies, and if it is not working and if it is unavoidable, then you can take medical help. But if you are stimulating these points every day, you will not fall sick, because this is a preventive therapy, and it also works for cure. But if you start stimulating your points at least 10 minutes a day, if you spend 10 minutes for your body, which we don't do, even myself sometimes neglect. So it's a healthy investment. Your people spend time for restaurants, going out, going for movie. They spend time for WhatsApp messages and all, but when we tell them to press these points, they don't get time to press. I don't understand why we neglect our body, which is supposed to be our vehicle from birth to death. We ignore that the most. I many a times when somebody comes and we explain them that okay, you do reflexology, then they say, touch wood, we don't have any problem. Okay, now you don't have any problem, but why should you wait till the problem comes? So you want to buy weapons after the war starts. So that is not a good idea. Prevention is always better than cure. So I will show you some tools how to stimulate the points. So when initially you start pressing the points, your fingers may, you may get pain in your fingers. So you have to do some strengthening exercises like pressing a smiley ball or doing these rotations clockwise, anti-clockwise, and then pressing your thumb uh, on a hard surface like this. So you have to strengthen your fingers. And if you think that okay, you are weak and you cannot use your fingers for pressure, then you can have these kind of tools. This is a wooden comb. You can use this. So in this larger areas, you can do pressure with these. Okay. Then you get rollers like this. So in the spinal area and all, you can do this kind of rolling. And you can see a ball on your screen. So those who have constipation issues and all, they can use the ball like this between the palms. They can roll that ball. And then we have these kind of tools also. If you want to press a particular area, then you can press with these tools also. If you don't have these, no worry. You can give pressure with your spoon or something which is not very sharp. These kind of rollers also you find. So if you want to do rolling, you can do with these. And one more thing I would like to tell, when you are working on your intestines, you should remember if you have a constipation problem, you have to start from here and you have to go like this and you have to come like this. But when you have diarrhea, that time you have to come opposite. From the left palm, you have to come this side and then down. Okay, for constipation, you have to go with the intestine and you have to work with the it starts from here and then it goes like this and it goes like this. So this is for constipation problem. If you have diarrhea, you have to come opposite. Okay. And for all the ladies, if you don't have time to put your brain to this and you don't have time to spend like this, you can, whenever you are free, you can do this. Don't take your mobile phones to your toilet. Instead, you press these points, because these days I am seeing everybody is taking their mobile to the toilet and spending at least half an hour to 1 hour in the toilet, which is not very good. And along with reflexology, lifestyle changes are must. If you are eating at night 10 and 12 and then doing reflexology and then coming to me and saying that these techniques are not working, then I am not responsible for it, because lifestyle changes are very, very important. So what kind of lifestyle we have to maintain? So morning 7 to 9 is this time. Morning 3 to 5 is the when the lungs function at optimum. So 3 to 5, if you are planning to do any pranayama, breathing exercises and all, that is the best time for breathing exercises and exercises. And then 5 to 7 is the time when the large intestine is working, full with energy. That time you have to do your excretion. And after that 7 to 9, your stomach is like full of energy. So whatever you eat, that gets digested. So you have to fill your stomach at that time. Fill means always you should leave some space in your stomach. It doesn't mean that you fill your stomach and vomit. So stomach energy is 7 to 9. That time you have to eat. Otherwise, what happens is the whole night you are not eating anything. That is why it is called breakfast. Like the whole night you are fasting, you are not taking anything, and in the morning you have to break the fast. So because your hydrochloric acid in the stomach is ready to digest the food. So if you don't put food, then that acid, that raises up, and then it creates lot of problem, acidity or headaches, all these problems we get if we don't eat at that time. And after that, if you want to take lunch, it is always advisable before 1 o'clock. Okay, 12 to 1, if you finish your lunch, it is good time, because 1 to 3 o'clock is small intestine when the absorption happens in the body. So that time, after the session is over, I will answer the question. Please wait for that time. So, okay, 1 to 3 o'clock absorption is, absorption, that is the absorption time. So it is better you don't eat anything in the afternoon, 1 to 3 o'clock time. And I know most of the people eat at between that 1 to 3 o'clock, but you should finish by 1 o'clock. And then evening at 4, after 3 o'clock, you can have any sprouts kind of thing. It is very good at that time. And then 6:30, you finish your dinner, and then you relax after 6:30. I know this is not possible for most of the people. So that is why this tool is there, reflexology. At least it will reduce the effects of your bad lifestyle. But if you don't change your lifestyle, you will have some or other problem. And sleep, I will explain about the sleep also, because most of the people are watching all the electronic systems and mobile phone and all during till 10, 11, 12 also people are watching their mobile phones and all. And we have a endocrine system in the body. So with the sunrise, certain hormones are released to prepare our body for activity, and with sunset, certain hormones are released for in the evening. With sunset, certain hormones are released, which are responsible for sleep. So your body releases melatonin for which induces sleep. And when you still watch these mobile phones and all, your brain thinks that it is still daytime, because these phones and screens emit lot of blue light, and blue light is similar to the sunlight. So your brain still feels that okay, it's daytime, and it will not release certain hormones which are responsible for sleep. So if you want to see the screens after sunset, then you have to block it with the orange specs. Orange cuts the blue light. So if you want to still work with your systems and electronics, then you better buy orange glasses, so that you again mimic your brain that okay, you are not watching this blue light. So that is about lifestyle. And then I will tell you about the diet. There are so many theories about diet. So very simple theory, which Japanese traditional theory, that what is balanced diet. So how many teeth you have? You have 32 teeth, right? So you have, 8 incisors in your mouth, which are responsible to bite your fruits and vegetables. And then you have 4 canines, which are used for eating meat. and then your molars and premolars for grinding. So if what is the balance that according to them is, you know, one part of non-veg. If you are a non-vegetarian, it is good not to eat non-vegetarian, not because you are not eligible to eat non-vegetarian, because the source of non-vegetarian is not good these days, because this chicken and all what we are getting is all processed, and uh, or frozen chicken is out of question. It is totally bad. So if you want to eat, you have to see the source. If they are not genetically modified and all, that is good. But these poultry chicken and all are really bad. So if you want to eat non-vegetarian, it should be one part in your plate and two parts of vegetables and fruits, whatever you want to eat, and then 5 parts of grain. Because you have 20 molars and premolars, so you divide it into four sides. So 5 parts of grains, 2 parts of vegetables, and 1 part of meat you can take. So this is, see, your body tells so many things. If you listen to your body, you will understand anything. You have to use your common sense, your logic, and your wisdom. These days, lot of information is coming. Some fellow comes and he says that, okay, eat protein. People start running and, you know, they eat protein from morning to evening. Somebody else will come and say only eat fat and you take coconut oil or something and you start doing that. No, you need balance. Anything in excess is not good, and anything very less is also not good. Somebody comes and says that, okay, you have to drink water morning to evening. People started drinking water, and then whenever these ladies were sneezing or coughing, the urine was like coming out. So your body has the wisdom. If your water levels are less in your blood, then you feel thirsty. Okay, this is the natural information that your brain is giving you, that okay, you are thirsty means your now water is less in your blood, so you have to drink water. And when your body is ready for digestion, then you know, when it's you are ready for digestion, then you feel that hunger. So that is also a signal that okay, now your body can digest food, so you can eat. So we stopped listening to our body long time back, because right from the childhood, you know, when baby is born, doctor says that every 2 hours you feed your baby, or every 3 hours you feed your baby. And if the baby is not crying also, you are forcibly feeding, and then he is losing that intelligence of his body, because you are not allowing from that time itself to listen to the body. So please listen to the body. Your body is very intelligent. You get all the signals, and whenever there is a symptom like pain or anything, initially don't ignore. People say that okay, it is manageable. No, your body is telling you that any pain or any this kind of symptom is a it is a way of your body telling you that okay, something is gone wrong inside, and please be careful. So you have to listen to those signals and initially deal with them. Don't delay, and you know, don't take it to a certain level where it is becoming very chronic, and you can't deal with it. So this we know, right? The earth does not belong to man. Man belongs to the earth. All things are connected, like the blood that unites one family. Whatever befalls the earth, the sons of the whatever befalls the earth, the sons of the earth, man did not weave the web of life. He is merely a strand of it. Weaver, whatever he does to the web, he does to himself. So if we are damaging earth, we are facing the consequences. You know, the things happening around us these days, that itself is a witness. Like we are not, we are not good with the earth. We are damaging it with plastics and with so many other things like this. Some building, I mean, each person is having 2, 3 houses. I don't know why one house is sufficient for a person, but if one person is having 4 or 5 houses, like we are totally um, not leaving even a small space for plants and all. So whatever we did to the earth, now we are like paying for it. So please also take care of the environment around you, and take care of the climate around you, because man is the macrocosm and universe is the macro. So now we start with the question answer session. So there are, if I keep talking, I will talk whole night also, because there are so many things about our health, and which is the most neglected part. Uh, and be careful about the influencers around you. You know, we are carried away with all the advertisements we see. Like one example, my client, she told me that she eats cornflakes every day. I said immediately stop eating it, because that is a processed cornflakes and that contains iron. If you can do the test by using a magnet, it will, you know, attract those cornflakes. So it was so difficult for her to stop eating that cornflakes, because she was telling me that okay, I paid 300 for the cornflakes, so I will eat this and then I will stop eating. I said no, please throw it. So she got very good results after changing her lifestyle. She became a mother now. So don't get carried away with the advertisements. Whenever you are buying something, a product for your body, whether it's a soap or it's a dish cleaner or it's whatever it is, you please read all the ingredients in that. You will see half of the chemicals are very harmful for your body. We don't spend even a 1 minute time to read out what is there, what are the ingredients there in the processed food or in our cosmetics or anything. We simply use them just because we get carried away with the advertisements and all. So they are very bad influencers. We have seen in our childhood, they used to advertise this Nirma, and everybody used to use Nirma, because Rekha and all used to advertise that Nirma, so it became very popular that time. So don't get carried away with the advertisement, because cool drinks, a very attractive hero will advertise the cool drinks, and then, you know, if you drink one glass of cool drink, you have to drink 36 glasses of water to eliminate all that chemical from your system.
Okay.
So shall we start with the question answer session?
Can you play the slide before the tools slide?
Which one?
Tools slide you have played. Before that, you put one more slide.
Yeah.
At the end you put one tools slide, no?
1 second.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, these are the protocols. Like this is just I mean 4-5 problems I have written here. You can note down this, or you can take a screenshot also.
I have taken. Thank you.
And if somebody has a personal question, they can just leave a message, and then we will get back to you with the protocol.
Sure.
I must mention again that reflexology is a holistic treatment, and we treat body as a whole. So stimulating all the points is very advisable. And if you have a particular issue with your eyes, you can work more on that area. If you have a problem with your ears, you can work more on that point. Or if you have you have to set an intention. If you are sitting, you are stimulating the points, where you have to set your intention and start doing the treatment. but I advise you people to stimulate all the points. If you don't have time, you just take that ball and then you can roll it all over your palm. Somebody has a question. Can you just?
Hello.
Yes, I
Hello.
will. Whoever have a personal question can put it in the chat. I will send them a personal message. Okay, if you people don't want to discuss it here, please send message to the WhatsApp number which was given to you. So I will give them answers personally.
Are there any books that we can read on this? Hello.
Yeah, there are many books available for reflexology.
Uh-huh.
But remember the zones, vertical zones and horizontal zones.
Okay.
If you remember this, it will be easy for you to memorize the points.
Okay. And this stimulation of the points can be done every day. There is no problem. I mean, it's not that you only do it when there is an issue or anything. You have to do it every day.
You can do it every day, not a problem. But if you are doing a half an hour or 45 minutes stimulation, then do it weekly twice or so. Don't need to do it every day. If you are doing just stimulation and all, then once a day you can do it.
Okay. And yeah, so for high BP, I have blood pressure. So
Okay.
so you mentioned in the protocol thing that you do the endocrine system. Can you just show it once if it's not a problem?
Adrenal gland, kidneys, and all those points you have to stimulate for that.
I see. Okay. Thank you.
If you have high blood pressure, then a heart point should be stimulated only for 30 seconds, not more than that.
Oh, we can stimulate the heart points. I thought I
Just,
mean,
just very mild stimulation you have to do. Not like other points pressing and all. Here you have to just do the, mild, very mild pressure.
okay.
Anyone else has any question?
Thank you. Do you have anything for weight loss? I mean, or to say increase the metabolic level?
Yeah, all the endocrine points, you have pituitary gland and you have other glands. So you have to work on all the endocrine glands, and then you have to work on stomach and spleen more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah, thank you so much.
If the metabolism is increased, okay. Hello. We tend to eat more. If we eat more, we get the weight problem.
If it is a hypermetabolism, that also will be calmed down.
Okay.
The reflexology, I told so it balances your energy. So if it is hyperactive, it will calm it down. If it is deficient, it will increase the energy. So all the points are homeostatic, so you don't need to worry about it. It will balance the system.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was a very interesting class. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, do send your feedback. So
Sure.
Yeah.
I have a question, Indu.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
What about breast health?
Which one?
Breast health.
This area I told you, the dorsal area of your palm. This chest area.
Okay.
That area you have to stimulate for that, and you have to work on your lymphatics also. And remember, don't use deodorants and all.
No, don't. I don't use deodorants.
Yeah, this lymph points you can stimulate, and then the whole chest area.
This whole part, both hands, right?
Yeah. Dorsal side of dorsal upper palm, no, this one. Dorsal side, upper part of your this, yeah, that area you do.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is there any particular direction that you need to follow when you're massaging, or is it okay? I mean, I'm talking about general
Pardon?
stimulation.
Which
Is
one?
is there any particular direction that we need to follow? That is when you're doing the general stimulation. I'm not talking about any particular.
You need directions. I have explained that this lung area you have to go up, and then intestinal area you have to start from your right palm and come to your left and go down. And this adrenal gland, kidney, ureter, and urinary bladder. And if you are doing the reproductive organs, from ovaries, fallopian tube to uterus.
Okay. And for this BP thing, you're saying is you start with the endocrine and then kidney, heart, lungs, and so is that how it is done?
Which one?
For high BP, what you've given?
Yeah, adrenal glands, kidney, ureter, and urinary bladder you do, and then you can do your pituitary and pineal gland also.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Pituitary and pineal.
Okay, okay.
This protruded part is there, no, in your thumb.
Yes.
That area. Yes.
Yes.
There is this kind of chakra here, no?
Yes.
That area is your pituitary gland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, what about cervical spondylitis?
Cervical area is this one.
Okay.
Then, no, this
So how
this
it?
area is cervical.
How can I activate that? I mean,
With this thumb walking,
walking.
if you have muscles, I mean neck muscles problem, then you can do this area also.
Yeah, I always have pain in my neck and shoulder. I got that.
Yes, this area you can do, and shoulder for shoulder this area.
Okay.
Yeah. But you
Okay.
work on all the points and focus more on this.
Okay, okay, ma'am. And is there any cure for food allergy related skin problems like itching?
Yes, allergies also, allergies come because of excess, your immune system, when it is hyperactive, you get this kind of allergies. So, when you do it for a long time, you can come out of it. Suddenly, you will not get the results, but it's a long-term treatment, and you can press all the points.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Do you take classes on a regular basis? I mean, a regular proper class for this thing? Do you teach?
We used to hold workshops and all. Now, because I mean, once the lockdown is over, our new project, this Naritva, will start, and then we will start with our classes also.
Yeah, I would be interested in learning if you start.
Yes,
So
please leave your number in the chat box, no, so that when we conduct the classes, we can. Or if you have a group of 10 people, then also we can conduct the class.
online, you're saying now.
Now it's online, but later on,
Yes.
if you want physically also, we can do a direct class.
Yeah, I think a direct class would be better.
Yes, because these
What
are
about certification?
when you do, then only you understand.
True, true. Yes, thank you so
Do you
much.
certify? Do you teach and certify?
Certified means we give our this certificate, but I don't think that will be valid for practicing and all. I mean, for personal use,
Just
it will be helpful.
helping neighbors and friends.
Yeah, that's what you can do. You don't need certificate for that.
We don't want any commercial mileage out of this. Just if it can be a good service for our friends
Yeah,
and well-wishers.
for that you don't need certificate for reflexology.
Okay, right. Chalo, thank you so much. This is it's really confidence boosting, I do a lot of massages, of body massages, and a lot of relief I have. But I'm sure if I practice this with a little, a lot of my health issues will.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
you should be consistent.
Yeah, I'm very
Yeah.
consistent to it.
May I share
Thanks a lot.
something?
Now, thank you.
Yeah. I would like to share something here. When I was pressing the points,
Yeah.
when I was pressing the points, I realized that, I have been experiencing lower back pain. And the moment I came to this point, I realized that, it was hurting me right over there. Perfect. It was just right there. It was paining. Again, I confirmed throughout the rest of the portion, it wasn't hurting. Only the lower portion was hurting. And I'm really confident you've given me the confidence that now I can, cure myself of any ailment using this reflexology. Thank you so much for that. It's amazing that within these 2 days it has happened. Another thing that I wanted to do was if you could share your number, that would be great. And also, see, there are things like being medicine dependent, like for things like thyroid and stuff. Is it possible, whether it is type 2 diabetes or thyroid, is it possible to continue doing reflexology and over a period of time be free of all these medicines?
Yeah, definitely. If you, I mean, you have to take care of your diet also, and do some exercises and combine this reflexology. Definitely, if you have a willpower, then you can come out of that. What happens?
Indumati Garu, I would like to answer this question rather. I'm the perfect example. So basically, I was pregnant with I in 2013, and I lost my baby due to hormonal. See, this was my son. Thanks to Indumati Garu. So basically, I went through IUI, and many of the doctors said that my right ovaries produced less number of eggs and my left more, and on an average, I would actually take longer time to get pregnant. Whereas when I met Indumati Garu, she started my treatment for getting pregnant. Sorry for his noises. So she started my treatment for pregnancy, and I got pregnant immediately in that very cycle itself. So it didn't even take me a month. Whereas the doctors were telling me like it will take a year, year and a half, and so on. So if you really practice all this pressing the points and whatever she has told in these 2 sessions, you will see the results. And I literally, I don't have to stop going to doctors. I call her for every single thing. I ask her what is it, what I have to do. I've literally been following on reflexology and whatever she's been telling remedies, home remedies and stuff like that. It's really helpful.
Thank you, Sapna, for your feedback.
And thank you so much
for giving you a lot of work. Okay, anyone else have any doubts? Yeah. Yes, Sapna?
I'll carry on. He's good.
Okay.
Where is your clinic?
Yes, Sharmila, any question?
No, Indu, I think you are there, so I don't have any questions. Just listening, every question is solved.
Okay.
You are enough for me. That you are there, your smile, your talk, everything. My pains are gone. I just get the pain. That day I called you. I had severe pain on my soul, and I was just thinking about her. I talked to her, and just being aware to my body. Just this pain is gone, and I had very severe pain. I'm very old patient of Dr. Indu, and I had severe pain in my knees. I remember how I used to drag myself from my car to her clinic, and after 7 days of treatment, I was perfect. So until then, I don't have any means. A small pain comes and goes, but that situation hasn't come yet. Really, thanks, Indu. I'm just a big fan of yours. And
thank you for your feedback.
Where is your clinic, please?
Thank you so much for everything. Thanks.
You are most welcome.
Someone has been trying to ask you where your clinic is. I don't think she's audible.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
Yeah. I just wanted to know where the clinic was.
See, it was in Kondapur, but now we started a new project called Narishva, and it's a specially women's wellness center, and it's in Kupalaguda. Manikonda, you have idea, no? Manikonda, Choli Chowki, Manikonda.
Yes.
Yeah, there. In Palaguda Pipeline Road, we are starting up this clinic. So as soon as this lockdown is over, we will start the clinic.
Yes,
It was almost over, and April 4th we were planning to open, and then 22nd itself it started this lockdown, no? So we couldn't start.
Okay. I have left my number, so whenever your classes
Definitely.
start, if you could get in touch with me, I'll be interested in doing it. And maybe coming to your clinic also.
Yes, sure.
Thank you so much.
Anyone else? Any doubts?
What do you suggest for acidity? Actually, my husband has a lot of acidity, and he has, what do you say, burping and all that. So is that
Feed him from 7 to 9. You feed him
he doesn't eat breakfast. He doesn't listen to me.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Or you can give a glass of buttermilk first and then breakfast.
Okay. No, I mean, for what any points to stimulate, and for that I'm asking for him for reflexology speaking.
Your voice is not audible.
No. What points can be stimulated to reduce the acidity and?
All the digestive system points are there, no? Those points you can stimulate.
So you would start, say, from would it start from the mouth and then the stomach, and is that how it goes? The large intestine and
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll try that. Yeah. Thank you.
You'll definitely get good results.
Okay. Thank you. I'll try that.
Whatever tastes sweet to the tongue, you don't give him.
I see. Okay. He's very fond of sweets. Okay.
Sweet, it will aggravate the acidity.
I see. Okay.
Any more questions?
Can I ask something? Hello?
Yeah, you can ask everything.
Yeah. Dr. Indu, I just noticed that in the morning when I get up, I have a little slight bitter taste in my mouth.
Okay.
Just, I think since 10 days, I'm just feeling that it's not very bitter. I feel like maybe taste has changed. So can it be some other reason, stomach?
You have heat in your body?
Yes, I have heat.
Then you have to reduce the heat.
Sweets. So I have to stop.
Heat.
Tea. Oh, okay. Can I take green tea or something in the? No.
Green tea you can take, but it is good you take warm water as soon as you get up.
That I take every day, 1 glass or maybe sometimes more than that. So I
and
stop.
then take buttermilk, no, very thin buttermilk you have to take. Like make the buttermilk very thin, and then put lot of that white part sets down, and then this watery part comes up. That
Okay. I will do that. Thank you so much.
And after taking that transparent water, you put 1 glass of water again. Don't drink that white part. Whatever comes up, that water you consume, then easily it will get settled.
Oh, okay. I will do that. Thanks.
Yes, Shravanti, please continue with your question.
Yes.
Yeah, Shravanti is speaking now.
Yeah, hi Shravanti.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? You're not visible. Shravanti, tell me.
My brother would like to talk with you. Can you please talk?
I can't hear.
Hello.
Yes, Shravanti.
Yeah, my brother would like to ask you a question. Like, he is having a lot of hair fall and he had a bald head also. Can you please suggest something to him?
What kind of work he does?
He is a medical representative.
Okay. So, what is his age?
35.
35 months.
35. So, okay, then no problem. 5 more years he can grow his hair. So, tell him to apply oil regularly. Okay. Night time at least he can apply oil.
Okay.
So when your brain gets heated, no, then the pores become open and you lose your hair. So you have to keep your head cool always. So evenings, tell him to put oil, and he can put his legs in hot water every night before bed, and then stimulate his kidney points a lot, and all the brain points you stimulate.
Kidney points and brain points.
Yes, yes.
Okay. You can note that. Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You are most welcome. Any more questions?
मैम
Yes.
ये पीसीओडी के लिए अपन कैसे प्रेशर पॉइंट्स कर सकते हैं?
पीसीओडी के लिए आपका ओवरी पॉइंट है ना? ओवरी पॉइंट के ऊपर प्रेशर दीजिए.
सेम पैटर्न में ओवरी, ओवल, ये ट्यूब, फेलोपियन ट्यूब और फिर यूट्रस.
हाँ, वो करिए. अगर आपकी ओवरी में सिस्ट है तो you will feel the nodule here in that ovary area.
Okay.
And you have to try rotating that point, and it will get dissolved धीरे-धीरे.
Okay, okay.
And उनको tell them not to take dairy products.
Okay.
और पैरासिटामोल इससे ज्यादा तो वो भी मना करिए.
Okay.
And then tell them to wear loose bottoms, not tight चलता.
Okay. ओके मैम, थैंक यू. और एक क्वेश्चन मुझे पूछना था कि जिनको डाइजेशन की प्रॉब्लम है वो आफ्टर मील कितनी देर बाद प्रेशर पॉइंट्स कर सकते हैं? मतलब कितना गैप होना चाहिए आफ्टर मील?
कोई भी प्रेशर पॉइंट या कोई भी ट्रीटमेंट करना हो तो 1 hour बिफोर और आफ्टर द मील.
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच मैम.
Anyone else has any questions? If nobody has any doubts, then we can.
Hi, Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Auntie. This is Kumdana, Mohan's daughter.
Yeah, hi.
So I wanted to ask how effective it can be on psychological issues like aggression or any such issues.
Yes, you have to work on the endocrine, adrenal glands and all. You have to work. And when you do the reflexology, automatically your parasympathetic nerve, parasympathetic system gets activated, and whatever this aggression and all, they get calmed down.
Any psychological issue, not only
Any
aggression.
psychological issue, because your body has your own pharmacy which produces all the chemicals. Okay.
Okay.
So when that serotonin and all these good hormones are released, endorphins and all in your body, so automatically you get calmed down. So when cortisol and all are in higher levels in your bloodstream, then you tend to get all these issues. So when you stimulate all the points, your parasympathetic nerve get activated, and it creates a balance between sympathetic and parasympathetic. So that's how it helps all the psychological and emotional issues.
No. Thank you, Auntie. I love the sessions. They're really nice and really helpful.
Thanks for your feedback.
Thank you.
You're not muted, so you.
హలో
చెప్పండి జయలక్ష్మి గారు.
హలో, చాలా థ్యాంక్స్ అండి. బేసిక్ నాలెడ్జ్ ఐ గాట్. One second. You told me about the shoulder pain and neck pain. Please once again.
Yeah, this is the cervical area.
For shoulder pain. Okay,
neck,
okay.
Okay. This joint undi kada.
Okay, okay, okay.
From here to this joint. This is cervical area.
Okay.
So if you press,
Okay.
you will feel the tenderness. It is affected. Okay. Do like this. Thumb walking technique I told you, thumb walking. Outer side, this side.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, you have to press that, and then this is the shoulder area.
This is the shoulder area.
Right
Okay.
from your pinky finger, and this ball is there, no? This area is shoulder point. If you press, you will feel the sensitivity if you are having pain.
Okay, okay.
So keep
Okay,
pressing
Nidhi.
those
Thank you so
buttons
much.
for 3 to 4 minutes. It will be all right soon.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Indi.
Okay. When are you coming back to India?
I don't know, don't have idea. No quarantine level చేసిన తర్వాత. Okay, Andi. Thank you so much. Okay.
Anyone else?
Hello.
It's very dark. Your light is not on or what?
Hello.
Yes, yes, yes. I can hear you.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
మేడం
చెప్పండి.
మేడం శ్రవంతి మాట్లాడింది. మేడం ఏజ్ వచ్చేసి 35 మేడం. హెవీగా హెయిర్ ఫాల్ ఉంది మేడం.
అదే అంటే మీరు బ్రెయిన్ పాయింట్స్, కిడ్నీ పాయింట్, అడ్రినల్ గ్లాండ్ పాయింట్స్ ఇవన్నీ డైలీ ప్రెస్ చేసుకోండి.
ఓకే మేడం.
మెల్లమెల్లగా తగ్గుతుంది
మేడం. సారీ.
మెల్లమెల్లగా మీకు ఇంప్రూవ్మెంట్ కనిపిస్తుంది.
ఓకే. టాబ్లెట్ ఫామ్ గానీ అట్లా ఏమన్నా తీసుకోవాల్సి వస్తుందా మేడం?
మేము ఓన్లీ డ్రగ్లెస్ థెరపీ, టాబ్లెట్స్ చెప్పం. నేను మీ పర్సనల్ చాట్ లో కొంచెం టిప్స్ ఏమైనా పంపిస్తానులేండి, అవి ఫాలో అవ్వండి.
ఓకే ఓకే మేడం, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Anyone else has any doubts?
मैम लैपटॉप पे काम करते वक्त उसके लिए क्या बताया आपने कि जो ज्यादा देर जिनको लैपटॉप पे काम करना होता है?
हाँ, वो ऑरेंज वाला चश्मा मिलता है जो ब्लू लाइट को अरेस्ट करता है.
नहीं, कुछ प्रेशर पॉइंट आपने बताया था कि वो कर सकते हैं करके.
Pineal gland, pineal gland.
पीनियल ग्लैंड. ओके मैम, नेक के लिए जैसे वो स्लाइड पे लोअर पोर्शन ऑफ द फिंगर्स में नेक बताया था, तो वो नेक पेन के लिए वो प्रेशर पॉइंट्स है?
ये जो थंब के पास है ना, ये
हाँ, हाँ.
सर्विकल वाले, ये और इसके आसपास के पॉइंट्स करिए.
मैम वो जो फिंगर्स पे लोअर पोर्शन पे जो नेक बताया है स्लाइड्स में, वो किस लिए है?
वो नेक मतलब ये एरिया,
मतलब नेक से रिलेटेड अगर कुछ प्रॉब्लम है तो?
आगे का थ्रोट प्रॉब्लम या ऐसा कुछ है तो आगे कर सकते हैं, पीछे वाले पार्ट के लिए ये कर सकते हैं. एंड ऑल द फिंगर्स यू कैन स्टिमुलेट.
ओके ओके ओके.
यस,
दोनों हैंड्स के मैम?
हाँ दोनों.
कोई भी हैंड्स. ओके
जो साइड में आपको ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम है उस साइड ज्यादा कर लीजिए.
ओके ओके ओके. थैंक यू सो मच मैम.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye bye.
If you want me.
Kiran, is it over?
Yes, yes. So we've shared the number on the slide. We will get back to you. You can message us on WhatsApp if you guys have any doubts or personal questions. You can reach us out on WhatsApp. I've sent you the link. So thank you all for joining. Miss Chandrika ji has a query.
I will send her the protocol later.
For psoriasis, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, Ms. Chandrika ji, will reach out to you on WhatsApp.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all for joining the session. We enjoyed having you guys here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.